Hello and welcome friends. Today we learn about DDoS attack. DDoS attack can be broadly categorized into three categories: volume-based attack, protocol attacks, application layer attack. Volume-based attacks. Volume-based attacks includes TCP flood, UDP flood, ICMP flood, and other spoofed patented floods. These are also called layer 3 and 4 attacks. Here an attack tries to rate the bandwidth of the target set. The attack magnitude is measured in bits per second. UDP flood or UDP flood is used to flood random ports on remote hosts with numerators. So UDP packets, more specifically port number 53.n, specialized firewalls can be used to filter out or block malicious UDP packets. ICMP flood. This is similar to UDP flood and used to flood a remote host with numerous ICMP requests. His type of attack can consume both outgoing and incoming bandwidth and high volume of ping requests will result in overall system slowdown. HTTP flood. The attacker sends HTTP GET and POST requests to targeted web server in large volume, which cannot be handled by the server and leads to denial of additional attacks from legitimate clients. Amplification attack. The attack makes a request that generates a large response, which includes a DNS request for large TXT records and HTTP GET request for large files like image, PDFs, or any other data files. Protocol attacks. Protocol attacks include CYN floods, ping update, fragmented packet attacks, smurf, DDoS, etc. This type of attack consumes actually server resources and other resources like firewall and load balancers. The attack magnitude is measured in packets per second. DNS flood. DNS floods are used for attacking both the infrastructure and DNS application to overwhelm a target system and consume all its volume network bandwidth. SYN flood. The attacker sends TCP connection requests faster than the targeted machine can process them, crossing network saturation. Administrator can into TCP attached to moderate the effect of SYN floods. To reduce the effect of SYN floods, you can reduce the timeout until state-free memory allotted to a connection or relatively dropping increment connections using a firewall or I- IP tables. IP tables. Pin of date. Pin of date. The attack sends malformed or oversized packets using a simple pin command. IP allows sending 65,000 65,535 bits packets, but sending a pinned packet less than 65,535 bytes violates the Internet Protocol and throws memory overflow on the target system, and finally trace the system. To avoid pin drop date attack and its variants, many sites block ICMP pinned messages already L2 at their firewalls. Application layer attack. Application layer attack include slow overloads, 0 days, DDoS attacks that target Apache, Windows or OpenBSD vulnerability, and more. Here the rule is to trace the web server. The attack magnitude is measured in requests per second. Application attack. This is also called layer 7 attack, where the attacker makes excessive load in database lookup or search request to overload the application. It is really difficult to detect layer 7 attack because they resemble legitimate website traffic. Slow loads. The attacker sends huge number of HTTP headers to targeted web server but never completes request. The targeted server trips each of his false transaction open and eventually overflow the maximum concurrent transaction pool and leads to denial of additional transaction from legitimate clients. NTP amplification. The attacker exploits public accessibility network time protocol NTP server to overwhelm the targeted server with user data driven protocol UDP traffic. 0 day DDoS attacks. A 0 day vulnerability is system or application flow previously unknown to the vendor and has not been fixed or patched. These are new type of attacks coming into existence day by day. For example, exploiting vulnerabilities for each of vulnerabilities for which no patch has yet been released.
I'm an icon, man, and my girl about a 10. should fuck her in the Benz.